What's up guys, this is OneUX1 and I get this question quite often about UX design. Is it a secure career? Is it a good job? Is it disappearing? So UX design and UX research, which are interrelated, they're not going to disappear for the foreseeable future for many decades as far as I'm concerned. And that is because more and more companies are actually hiring more and more people in their design teams. And for the first time ever, now we have design teams that are fully dedicated to UX, so user experience. Before, there were only somebody, would be an individual working as a UX designer, but now we've got companies that realize the value of user experience. Without user experience, companies can't sell, they can't get a following, they can't get brand loyalty, they can't increase their revenue. So they've realized that UX design is the missing link. And that's why this career is only going to grow. The other question I get quite often is, well, is there a demand and how do you know there's a demand for UX design and UX research jobs? Well, the demand comes from when you apply for jobs, you realize that there's more jobs you have to choose from than you can take on. So obviously you can only take one job, and usually even when I apply, I get about 7, 8, 9 offers at the same time. That means there's a huge demand and not enough people. And one of the agencies told me that UX professionals, whether designers or researchers, you guys are like gold. That's what his word was, you're gold. i.e. you guys are so valuable to us, we can't get hold of you guys. So there's not enough people and companies need UX designers. So they're really looking for people like yourself. Now I'm going to help you get into that career. So don't forget to download the free guides on UX design, UX research and UX design portfolios. And I'm building free UX design courses, tasters, so that you can really capture that knowledge and skills that you need with practical activities. So in terms of the career growing, you can see when you go on any job agency website, recruitment agency website, you'll see there are plenty of jobs at any one given time. So if there are plenty of jobs, then you know those jobs are available for you. So whenever you type in UX design or UX research, if a few thousand searches are coming up, then you know that there's a demand. So that's sort of just to give you reassurance. In terms of the career itself, in terms of the long-term prospects of this career, what you're going to see is as you build your experience, you become more valuable and you can charge more. And the pay scale is probably one of the fastest of any industry. So you can go from $20,000, $30,000 a year up to $100,000 in a very quick period of time. Whereas other jobs, there's a cap at 50 or 60,000 and it takes you years to get there. With UX design, the growth is super fast. And that's why it's a great career. Now, another thing I'd like you to focus on is when you're looking for a job and you're talking to recruiters or employers, you need to really sell yourself well to get a job in the right company at the right pay if you can. Now, I always recommend don't be fussy about the pay in the beginning if you're a beginner, but once you've got a little bit of experience, you can be picky because there's so many jobs out there. You can actually say, I don't want this job, I'll take the other one. And I've seen so many people leave a job. It's not good practice, but I've had colleagues that have left jobs within a week because they got a better offer. Now that's not recommended at all. Obviously, you have a reputation to keep and it's a small world. Once you start to know other UX designers, other researchers, everyone will get to know you through LinkedIn and other contacts, and you don't want to build a bad reputation of leaving jobs. But what I'm trying to say is that they had other choices and that's why they kept leaving and going to other positions. I don't think that's a good idea, but my point is that there's such a demand and so many choices, which is rare in jobs. Normally there's a few jobs and a few choices. Here you're spoilt for choice. So literally there are more jobs than you can handle. So what I'd say is, and this just happened recently, where a colleague told me about a recruiter who rang him and said he's hired 7 people for the same job, but they keep leaving. And he said, why are they leaving? And they were saying things like, oh, my dad's not well. And he said 6 of the 7 said their dad wasn't well, that's why they left the job. So people are making excuses to leave jobs because they're getting better offers or they don't like that particular company. So it's a great career. It's a great time to get into UX design and UX research. And I'm going to help you get there. So don't forget to subscribe and follow and like. And I'll see you on the next one. This is OneUX1.